Hello, scholars, and welcome to Unit 1, Lesson 14, which is Comparing and Ordering Fractions, Part 2. Our aim for this lesson is scholars will be able to round fractions to the nearest benchmark fraction in order to compare. So, how does this lesson connect to some of the previous lessons that we've worked on? In Lesson 14, we explored some strategies on how to order and compare fractional amounts. And in lesson 14, we compared fractions by rewriting them with a common denominator because when fractions have the same denominator, it's much easier to compare them. In this lesson, we will explore the concept of rounding fractions to the nearest benchmark and examples of some of the nearest benchmarks that we will be rounding to is if a number is close to zero, so almost a zero. Another benchmark that we will use is going to be if a number is almost half or about half. And another benchmark would be almost one, so almost close to one whole. Or another benchmark we could use is stating that the number is greater than one. Okay? And the reason these are examples of benchmarks that we will use is because these are a lot more quicker to figure out than if I wanted to figure out if a number was close to 2/10. Okay, so these are a good group of different kinds of benchmarks that we could round to in order to compare numbers and not have to find a common denominator. But sometimes we still are going to want to use a common denominator if we feel like these benchmarks don't help us compare two fractions or more than two fractions. So that'll be the decision we'll need to make throughout this lesson, and you'll be able to start to compare numbers using benchmarks just like this starting on your Think About It.